Hey, Royal Babes. Welcome back. If you're not new, if you are new, welcome, welcome. All
Hello.
queens, welcome here.
Hello. If you are new here, my name is Erica, and I'm the one, your favorite. Matter of fact, I'm your favorite. So, yeah. Hi, everybody.
Since she's still on this I'm your favorite stuff, I'm Nana, the true favorite. But you know, we'll let her have that because she's the baby.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so for this month, we're going to be talking about self-care. Self-care. Last month, we talked about self-love. This month, we're talking about self-care. Because now that y'all know how to love yourselves, hopefully you guys got the memo, on how to, get there. But yeah, now we're going to talk about taking care of ourselves.
Yeah. But before we do that, we have a little conversation for you guys.
That we can all relate to.
Yeah, that it affects our daily, even if you don't realize it affects your daily life, but it does.
So it affects your monthly life.
Yeah, monthly, monthly, whatever you want to say. But yeah, it does affect you. So we're gonna be talking about Mrs. Jackson, or Justice Jackson.
Are we getting into that first?
Yeah.
The Honorable
The first
Justice Jackson.
The first black woman to be on the Supreme Court, right? So what we really want to talk about in this is, as you guys know, she had to go through this process to become someone on the Supreme Court or whatever. And one of the questions that she was asked was, describe a woman, right?
And before we get into that,
I
honestly don't feel like that was a relevant question to ask.
I don't feel like it should have been asked, period.
Yeah, that's like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, they don't ask men, what is a man?
I think it's because of the whole, like, it's supposed to be male, female, but now you got male, female, this and that and this, non-binary, all this extra stuff, and now it's like, oh, I want you to to define a woman. Like,
you can't.
I don't understand. Exactly. It's like, now it's
you
just
can't.
So many.
Because you can't, I don't even know. You can't define it without offending somebody. And it's like, why are we getting offended now? 5 years ago, nobody was getting offended. So why are we getting offended now? But I digress. I can't talk about that because it's just like,
I mean, it's something that goes on every day. Like, with schools, they like,
I hear they're pushing it. They're pushing that conversation a lot.
Like, there's paper documents in school, like, you'd bring to your parent. Like, you know how when they have like them surveys and stuff, and they ask if you're female, male. They're starting to have female, male, and just an X. Like,
yeah.
What do you expect? It's like there's so many like things that you have to like follow, and you don't even realize that you're following it because you don't want to step on people's
what they
toes.
were trying to do? They trying to get her caught. They trying to get people
to
be like, oh,
but just to say, okay, Blackburn tweeted after the exchange that this is a simple question and called Jackson's response a major red flag. How you feel about that? Just because she couldn't answer, because she didn't want to answer that question.
Not even she answered it the way
Yeah,
that
she answered
it was.
Yeah, she said,
because clearly the way that she answered the question,
she said, "I'm not a biologist. What do you expect me to say?" What else do you want me to say?
She's telling y'all the question was irrelevant.
Exactly.
And you see, when I say that's how you make people look stupid, that's how you make them look stupid. Because how is that relevant to me being able to do my job? And she answered the question how she needed to. Because honestly, what does that have to do with anything?
I don't understand how it's a red flag, though.
How is it? It's just because those people that want to be addressed as non-binary or whatever the other options are, because of that, they're trying to get them to say something about it. Because us, we don't care. That doesn't matter to us. Mm-hmm. That's not something. That's not a conversation that pops up in our daily lives. That's, saying he or she is not something that affects us. Mm-hmm. But for those people who would like to be addressed like that, they gave them that option. So now it's there.
And
now they want to be addressed by that. They want to hear people's answer.
I mean, it's their fault. Like, it's just like, why
you put the question out there to create the problem.
So now it's just people want to be accepted for something that they're really not. Like, if you are born a female, you have a vagina. If you're a man, you have a penis. Like, what else do you?
That's what it is. That's what it is.
I don't understand.
But
so we digress. We
there's no reason to dive deep into that, because that's a whole nother
it's a whole nother conversation.
All right, but we're going to talk about hygiene, and with hygiene,
not just a little basic surface.
No. We're women. We are girls, so we have to dig deep into that, because I will say, my mom never really had that conversation about hygiene.
I don't think it's okay. Yeah, no. My mom,
she told me, like, you know, when you shower, she taught me how to shower and bathe myself, and then she told me, you know, you're a girl, at some point you're gonna get your period, and that was actually
body odor, all of that.
I don't think she actually talked to me about
I feel like
I learned that from school.
I learned that from my cousins, because my cousins were the people who mostly, like, raised me, because my mom was at work. So I'd go home to her late night, and then she dropped me off at school, and then I'd go to my cousins. So all the stuff that they was doing at 16, 17, I wasn't doing, but they were, like, teaching me, like, the hygiene part and the keeping the house clean and the doing this and the doing that.
Yeah, I didn't
and making sure. Yeah, that's what I
was
had.
by myself.
And then my mom, like, when she figured out that they were teaching me, like, the little stuff that she didn't have time to, that's when she started. She was like, you know what, go stay with it. So
I mean, at least you had that. For me, not to say, like, I didn't learn anything wrong, but I honestly can't remember having that conversation with my mom. I think after I got it and I told her, then she was like, oh, okay, so if you need them, here's where they are, and blah, 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 blah. And then she asked me, she was like, oh, you know, how did you react? And
have you watched Turning Red?
No.
You need to. But someone told me to watch it, and I was just like, ew. I was just like, ew. Y'all need to watch it, though. But yeah, I feel like
the conversation needs to be had.
Yeah.
If you have younger siblings, cousins, sisters, whatever, and they're girls, like, you know, encourage their parents to
don't be scared to have that conversation, because schools will expose it to them and you don't even know they did.
Exactly. Like, you know, make it a regular thing to have that conversation and talk to their parents about it too, because, you feel me? Especially if, like, you have people in your lives who do not have a woman present in their life. Like, if their mom is not there, you definitely, you know.
I feel like maybe I'm stepping a little bit too far, but I feel like boys should know about the basics of a period.
They should, once they're mature enough, though, because
because somebody let me go off on these boys. Some of y'all just be treating me like I am nothing when I'm on my period. Like, bro, you should be loving me.
That's when you're supposed to treat us like
the
queen that
okay,
we are.
So for expectation of a period or whatever, how you feel about that? Like, what's the expectation that society puts on a period, or when you're like,
I don't think
mood swings, all of that.
Okay, that. Well, everybody I don't know, because the one thing that, because of course there's going to be men talking about it because they don't experience it. All they're going to say is, oh, when women are on their period, they're mean, they're emotional, you know, they're crazy. How
what?
Not everybody is like that.
Dave's going to need a mic tonight.
No.
Dave is going to need a mic tonight, because
not everybody is like that. I'll say I am not like that. For me, it's different. But, you know, they categorize us as, you know, mean, aggressive, emotional,
it's like we turn into like a lion.
Bipolar. Basically we're bipolar to them.
I don't think I'm like
that. But they
that.
can't. But here's the thing. They can't even, because you know they have the little the period simulations with the cramps and the contractions.
They can't even get to 5.
Y'all can't even handle that. Y'all have no right. You have no right to even speak on it. You have no right to speak on it. You have. Bet I'm buying it.
Yeah.
We're going. Yeah. We're buying it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
And we'll do the watermelon too.
Yeah,
we got you.
Oh, it's yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I feel like for when it comes to the expectations, people just expect us to be like angry all the time, and I feel like okay, if you felt like you was getting stabbed in your stomach 10 million times, you wouldn't want to talk to anybody. You wouldn't want to be friends with anybody. You would just want to lay down and mind your business. And also, I feel like the first day of a woman's cycle should be a day off, but I think I'm going too extreme. But I think so.
You want to know what's crazy? I'm just saying. I seen a post. Please. And it was like, I can't find it. I know I'm not gonna find it, but I seen a post and it was like, oh, some research came out that some doctor or somebody said, oh,
it's like you're dilated.
No, the pain of period cramps is like a heart attack.
I thought it was just the like when you're contracting, like your 1 or 2 centimeters dilated.
I heard that it feels like that. But the contractions are more
everybody's
extreme.
Different.
But everybody is different. But for the people who have like, I think it's endo. I don't know how to pronounce it. Endometriosis, something like that. But for the people who have that, like, they experience extreme pain. Especially, I feel like for most people who have irregular cycles, they go through it a lot more because when it's irregular, you never know when it's gonna come, and it's always painful.
Like when I first, I'm gonna share this with y'all. Okay. When I first started my period, I wasn't regular. I got mine early. I was 4th grade.
Dang,
fourth grade. Yes, 4th grade, and it was killing me. But I could tell you I cried, okay? I cried almost every month.
I think they would. I feel like in elementary school you would expect to cry. Like, I think they would expect that.
Even now, bitch, I'm gonna cry if I need to cry. But I wasn't regular. Like, I would go 5-6 months without it.
That's crazy.
And my doctor would be like, "It's nothing. It's just because you're irregular and all of that." But when it did come, if I didn't have ice pack right here, heat pack right there, water, Advil every 4 hours, I was dying, okay?
I say for me, when I first got it didn't really hurt that bad. I just thought I had a stomach ache. And then I was at school and I was like, oh, wow. And everybody was like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. And then that was that. But then once I got to middle school, because I got it 5th grade, like towards the end of 5th grade.
Lucky.
I got it like I think a couple days before my birthday or after, something like that. But in middle school, oh my gosh, I would be in bed and I would just be dying. My mom would get off from work and she would come in the room and she would be like, all right, I'm gonna go get you some food so you could take the pills.
I don't even want to eat, bro. Like, just don't talk to me.
What I usually do, and I really don't like taking pills, but around that time,
I don't care.
I was down in them. Well, I used to, I was what? If it said every 4 hours, every 4 hours.
Timer on the phone and everything.
What? And I think that's when Midol used to be popping and stuff. I don't hear nothing about Midol no more. I don't even know if they sell that anymore.
I don't even know what that is.
But, wow.
Maybe it's just my mom. She don't.
But yeah.
I have specific stuff that I want. Like, if it don't say menstrual on it, don't bring it to me.
I would take.
Nothing will work.
I would eat, drink a full bottle of water, and then take the pill, and then go to sleep. If I didn't go to sleep, them cramps was not going away. And then what I realized, because some people be like, oh, you got to move around to make it.
No.
No. The cramps are so frequent. No. They're like, it's like.
Once you're ready to get active, that's when you feel the sharpest pain.
Not even. Like, no. You'll do something and be like, oh, this relieves the pain. Boom, it comes back harder. And I'm just like, why you got to do me like this? But, yeah. On that note, I would say you have, please take care of yourself during that time. Like, don't go out. Do not go out. Do not go out.
Done.
Don't be going to parties and stuff like
Okay,
that.
yeah, I can agree to
Stay
that.
home. Stay home, because some of y'all be smelling
Okay,
and
we
don't
should
know
be
y'all be
staying home.
smelling.
We should not be going to school then. But I agree.
I mean, when I say like don't go out, like if you finna be out sweating,
Don't go.
your legs shouldn't even be open that wide for people to smell you. But you know,
I mean, I feel like with girls, we always feel like someone smells us.
but some people who actually really do smell don't really know that they
Yeah.
smell. And I know and that's something hard to tell somebody, like, yo, you smell. But you better hope you have some friends who will tell you you smell, because I'll pull you to the side and be like, hey,
Let's go.
we have to fix this now. You're my friend and you're not going to embarrass me, and I don't want you to get embarrassed. Because if they say your name, my name's going to be down there somewhere, and I don't need that. But y'all be real with your friends. Like,
Yeah.
this is girl code. If she stinks, tell her she stinks.
You better say it in the nicest way, like, boo, I'm gonna need to take you home. We're gonna go get some ice cream right after, but babe, we got to go. I gotta go.
And I'll say, as far as hygiene, I always have backup everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Have some backup pants, backup outfit.
You know, that's
backup
the
panties,
conversations.
a whole, like, for me, I have a whole pouch. I wear 2 different types of pads because I don't like the waist pads. Like, for the heavier days, I have the heavier one. For the lighter ones, I have the lighter ones. And then if you need a change of underwear, right there, cause it be so uncomfortable when you're like at work and then, or like you're at school and like that's uncomfortable. So I say as a girl, you need to have backup everything all the time. If your parents won't get it for you, you better save up. Ask for $1 every day, $5 every day, and save up and get it yourself. Cause
even if it's like a simple little pack, like wipes, extra pads, extra panty, and whatever you need, like deodorant, perfume, lotion.
Keep a bag with you.
Keep a little purse together. And like
a
the little waist bags, the little mini waist bags. Get you those.
Oh, I seen something the other day. I don't remember what it's called, but it was something for you to discreetly dispose of. And I was like, that's smart. That's smart. Because some people, you need to roll it up. You need to.
Some people don't care.
You need to roll it up. Nobody wants to see that. You need to.
Sorry.
You're going to have this conversation with your daughter one day.
You might as well.
Hey.
No.
This is why, I mean, still. What if mom's not home? And they got to go to this is why men need to, be around to have these conversations. Because, But yeah, you need to, please. Because I know some people don't know this. And some people need to hear this. Because some people don't have the person there to tell them. So if you know somebody, share it to them so they can know. If you don't know how to tell them, send them this video. Yeah. And maybe they'll get the memo. Maybe they'll catch the hint.
We're not bad guys, I promise. We love y'all, but maybe this will help.
Because not everybody in this world is clean. Not everybody in this world knows how proper hygiene. Not everybody knows that. So that needs to be promoted more, because that's very important. Like, if you're not taking care of your body as a woman,
then what are you doing? Okay.
Yeah.
So
I haven't experienced a yeast infection. I don't think. Yeah. Lack of proper hygiene will yeast infection. UTI.
Okay, let's do the yeast infection first. The yeast infections, right? Y'all need to be very, very, very careful with tight clothes, right? Mm-hmm. Tight clothes, the tight clothes is just like
she needs to breathe.
Basically, all the some people don't use breathable panties. They just want to be cute all the time and wear cute stuff all the time. But sometimes you might need a granny panty, right? Some cotton, something to allow yourself to breathe. Like, if you keep them tight clothes, it's just like it's not you're not breathing, and it's just staying in there. And that's one of the reasons that you can get a yeast infection. The way you eat, the way you drink, how you take care of yourself, when you go to the bathroom, all of that all goes into a yeast infection. You have to be very, very careful. Not changing your pads on time, all of those contribute to getting a yeast infection.
I'll say every 3 hours.
Yeah.
Every 3 hours.
If you know you're heavy, I say 2. Like for me, I do 2 for the first three days, and then the next 2 days, I do every 4. In my last 2 days, yes, I get my period for 7 days, consecutive days. Sucks. Yes, I'll do a regular liner, and the liner even gets changed, but 4 or 5 hours. So yeah. Be very careful. Don't take it as a joke like, oh, yeah, I'm not heavy, so I don't need to change it every this hour. No. Be very careful. As careful as can be.
Yes, please. And with yeast infections, Google not always going to help you.
Yeah.
I'll
Google
tell you that.
Google tell you have cancer and you ain't got a yeast infection, okay?
No, honestly. Google is not always going to help you. So it's important to have these conversations with an adult. Because if you need to see your gynecologist, if you don't have a gynecologist, or if you just need to go see your regular doctor, that needs to happen. That's why these conversations are important, because you need to be comfortable enough to be vocal about, like, hey, I don't feel like something is right and I need to go get it checked out. Because if you don't go get it checked out, it's going to be worse. And one of the ways that you can know is by your discharge. So pay attention to that. You know your body. You know your body. And if you don't know your body, get to know your body.
Like,
okay?
now.
Because, yeah, so your discharge. And then if you smell funky, yeah. If you smell funky, that's definitely a sign that you definitely need to go get something checked out.
This is why I said Gabe needs a mic.
Yeah, it's you can't just if you smell funky, something is wrong and you need to go get that checked out. Yeah, you wipe from the front to the back, never back to front
also
to back.
All these yoni kisasa, all this fragrance stuff.
Soap is not supposed to touch.
No,
that's what I learned.
Not.
Soap is not supposed to.
It's not. That throws off your pH balance, and you're just like wondering why I smell like what I just ate. No, it's not supposed to be near. Even these what are they called? Bubble baths. The soap that y'all the
foaming the stuff that makes
stuff, all of that like, you don't need all that, baby.
You use it in moderation.
Yeah, don't be pouring the whole bottle and expecting the whole tub to be bubbles and all of that.
Use it in moderation.
Don't be expecting you to smell like roses.
Especially, it's very sensitive down there, so
yeah.
Be careful. Be very careful. Like, if you notice something is starting to change, like if you notice your body's starting to be different, be like, okay, did I start using something new, or did I start doing something less? And I gotta say this: if you take a shower once a day, please don't clean your area once a day. Because that's a no. That's a no. That's a no.
Like we said, you are very sensitive, so make sure to stay clean, please.
Like, change your underwear more than once. This
is why we pack, like, for a 3-day trip, we'll do like 7-8 panties.
Hey.
We got all the scenarios in our head.
Hey.
But yeah, please be careful, y'all. And you're not doing it for us.
It's for you. It really is for you.
It's honestly for you. Like, be very careful.
When you take care of your body is happy and you will feel good. If you don't take care of your body, you will always be in pain. Something will always be wrong. You always got to go to the doctor. You're always complaining about something
that you can take care of. Like, something that you can actually control that.
Yes. So please do. And it's important because there's other people watching you. Like, especially if you're around younger girls, or if there is a younger girl around you, she is watching you. So please be an example for that girl to be like, okay, I always seen my older sister or my older cousin or my mom or whoever do this, 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 and this. Now I am at that point where I'm kind of in her position where I'm becoming a woman. So this is how I should carry myself. Like, I had a good foundation of how I'm supposed to take care of myself. That's very important. And if you're not having these conversations, start having these conversations. Like, you and your friends should be talking about this. This shouldn't be like a secret. It does not need to be a secret. It does not need to be discreet. You know, like, at the end of the day, everybody knows a woman, well, most women bleed every month. Everybody knows that. It doesn't need to be a secret. How we take care of ourselves does not need to be a secret, because
some people don't have that guidance that we had. Some people don't know. Some people honestly don't know what's the right and the wrong way to actually take care of themselves. So if you are willing to share your story, if you're willing, like the way we're sitting up here, child, I did not want to have this conversation. I was like, hold on.
I don't have any bad experiences, so
I was like, I don't want to have this conversation, because it's like,
it's weird, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's
but
uncomfortable.
you get
no one
to
wants to have that conversation in public. But there's some people that don't know. Some people don't know. Like, they didn't have that mom to teach them. They didn't have that sister to show them. So it's really important for you to be that representation for them, those little girls, and the girls that are in middle school right now that haven't got their period, or elementary that haven't got their period. So yeah.
Until the music sound. Oh yeah. If you're married, oh my goodness, if you're married, you should know how to take care of yourself. You should know that you should not be getting married if you don't know these things. You should not be getting, because first of all, once you're married, like, because you're married, you're going to be engaging in activities that married women, participate in. That, that stuff does make your body change, and it makes your pH balance change. That's a whole nother conversation. That is a whole nother. I didn't even know half the stuff. Like, I was just like, wow, like, yeah, that's a whole nother conversation. We could get into that another day, because she's still a baby. But okay. What's next? What are we talking about next?
Okay, so we're gonna start this little game-ish type, conversation-ish type thing. Oh. And it's called Is It a Compliment, right? So what we're gonna do is I'm going to give you an example of a compliment people say to black girls, right? And you're gonna tell me if it's a compliment, or if they're hating, or if that person is hating on you, and why.
Or
give me
or
that
if
definition.
It's an insult.
Yeah, or like a backhanded compliment type thing. Okay.
You.
So the first one on the list is, you're beautiful for a black girl.
That's disrespectful. That's just everybody. If you don't know this, now you know. But that's just saying like black women aren't beautiful,
or
that's saying black
you're
girls,
beautiful. What are you? I gotta be from somewhere else to be pretty.
For real. Like, is it strange that I'm pretty because I'm not from these places? Like, that's rude. And if you did not mean to say it like that,
find another way to say
please,
it. If I said
please.
if I said that to another female, like, she gonna look at me like,
no, for it. Like, if I came up to,
what do you mean?
You're such a pretty Haitian. You're a pretty Haitian girl.
I see that on TikTok all the time, and I want to go on there and be like, what does it mean? Please explain. Parce que, please explain.
What are you trying to say?
What do you mean by you're a pretty Haitian? I know I'm Haitian, baby, but you could have just said you're pretty.
I am a pretty Haitian girl, but
essence all. That's fueca, sumun, all types of things. Okay, the next one is, you look great. Have you lost weight?
Okay, but like, I feel. Dang. You can't tell if they lost weight. Do you have to ask that?
Let me personally give y'all my story, right? I went to this church, and you know I grew up in the church, so everybody knew me. I had this. Going back to periods, when I first got my period, I exploded.
You know, I did too. That's crazy.
I exploded. And then, like,
That's
a year later,
real chunky.
A year later, I was kind of just like, I don't want to be that big no more. So I kind of cut down on what I was eating, being more active. Not active as in going to the gym chaque jour. Instead of me staying, like, if my mom's going out, I'm saying, Mom, I'm going with you. So I don't stay in bed all day.
Okay.
And I don't sleep all the time. But I still sleep all the time. Anyways, back on track. Yeah, I didn't want to be bigger anymore. So I started, like, you know, getting myself together or whatever. This Haitian gamoun comes up to me.
Oh, yeah, they are.
And you know, she the one that always got the candy in her purse. She came up to me. Oh. What did she say? Okay, she asked me, where was my mom? I was like, okay, she's outside. She was like, because she know my mom gonna snap on her. Kiss out manger, besoin faire nan diet ça tout. I said, what?
You know,
I said, bro.
One thing about Haitians,
I was like, Mom, please, if you don't come in here and get your friend.
Older Haitians don't have no boundaries,
bro.
I feel like not even our parents and their friends, they have no boundaries.
And it's happened so many times just because I was like the big girl. All my aunties was still a pain in the, because I was a big girl. Like, oh, you want to, like, they want you. Exactly.
You know what I was dealing with?
So like, I went, you need to lose weight and you need to be like, because at that time I was what? 12, 13, 14?
Yeah, y'all shouldn't
before I left the church.
Y'all shouldn't be pressing and I was, kids like that about their weight. Like, let them be. Like, you're gonna install something in them that's
bro.
Like, you're gonna create problems.
It's just like, I feel like even with like adults, if you decide to say that to somebody, like, it's kind of like you just killed their whole vibe. Just make sure. And like, some people that really love themselves and really like the way they look, they won't care. But some people that are still working on that, it's like it just shoots them down. Like, I felt cute when I walked out of my house.
You gotta say it a certain type of way. Just make sure they're healthy. Don't tell them, oh, you gotta lose weight. Oh, you need to da-da-da-da. Just make sure they're healthy.
Let me eat. Like, why are you in my business on what I eat?
For me,
let me eat. Dang.
I had blew up a little bit in 5th grade, and then I don't know what happened. But after that, all I was hearing was, oh, you're too skinny. My grandma was going in. She's like, she's not eating enough, da-da-da-da-da. Bro, they kept talking, oh, look at your
Nothing
clavicle.
Is good for them,
I'm
bro.
like, bro, my clavicle been showing my whole life, and now you have a problem with my clavicle? You got a problem with my collarbone? You could still see my collarbone. Like, please.
Nothing is, you know what?
Please.
Let's go out to the next one. This one getting us high.
They had me drinking Nesquik every morning.
Sport shake? Sport shake.
Every morning.
If there was no sport shake, you better go warm up some Lait Carnation with milk and sugar. I
wasn't drinking Lait Carnation. I don't like it.
I still drink it every night.
I don't like it.
What's up? Well, not every night, but whenever I need something to eat and I don't feel like having a heavy meal, let me go get my milk.
Now look at them. They talking, oh, no, you gained weight. Yes, I did. I sure did. After we had this little family function, they talking about some, oh, I haven't seen you since the wedding. I see you got big. You got a little bigger. Yeah, I did. Oh, it looks good on you. What you trying to say? What you trying to say?
Okay, the last one is, your English is really good.
I
feel like Haitians from like back, well, before, I don't even know how to explain it, bro, without saying it the wrong way. Okay, before us, that came from Haiti, like, yeah, they would take that as a compliment. I think they would take that as a compliment.
Some of them probably wouldn't think twice about it.
Yeah.
you know. But I feel like if you have an accent,
Or
embrace
like
your
you're
accent.
articulate, like as in like you're well spoken and
Oh
you're
my
this
gosh.
like, or you talk like a white girl, like,
This
and that's
lady,
the
this lady
basic meaning
came to
behind
my
it.
job and so the person that was helping her, she was Hispanic and she has an accent, but that doesn't hinder her from being able to have conversations with other people. And she's like, "Oh, I see that there is a language barrier. Maybe everybody was like,
I'm
whoa,
a
hold
flicker.
up."
You don't need my help
Hold
then.
up.
Oh,
And she was a Karen, surely was, of course. But I feel like that's disrespectful. Don't assume somebody doesn't understand you unless they say they don't understand you. Just because somebody got an accent
don't mean nothing.
doesn't mean anything. Like, English is not,
English switch
English don't make no sense anyway.
Listen, I have an exam for Cambridge, right? Cambridge, bro. Since when was an essay like a little paragraph? See paragraph we called the paper. An exam is called the paper. For what? And you telling me they, instead of me writing essay number 1, paper number 1, what if I just forget?
I don't know. English be doing the most sometimes. Like, lingerie. Lingerie. Like, you think I'm supposed to know how to pronounce that? Conscience. Like, bro, it makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Okay. Sorry, I'm listening to that song on the way home, Gabe. Okay. All right, so let's get into the real topic of the night. Right?
Okay, let's get into it.
We got a little minute to explain to y'all what we have found. So yeah. All right, so one of the questions that I felt like needed to be focused on when it comes to self-care is, do you think you are being selfish if you put your needs first?
Nope.
Or do you feel guilty
Nope.
by doing so?
Nope. I already told y'all before. I am putting me first. I am putting me first because I wasn't putting me first before. I am putting me first because I wasn't doing it before. I am putting me first because I wasn't doing it before. So put you first if you weren't doing it before. Because I was one of those people who were always complaining I didn't have time for myself. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of doing things for people and they're not doing nothing for me or whatever the case may be. I said, I'm not doing that no more. I'm not going to be the person to complain about it. I'm going to take care of me. And then I'll consider taking care of you. You know? Why be miserable for other people to be happy and you're not happy? And it's your life. And you have to wake up every day miserable. And they're perfectly fine. Why?
I think I'm in the place where I don't even know for me.
You know what I'm saying? And if you giving people all of your energy, all your time, all like everything that you have in you, once you get to yourself, you're not going to have anything. You're going to be drained. You're going to be tired. You're not going to like yourself. That's when you can't even love yourself because you don't have anything to give yourself.
For me, I feel like I don't even know how to explain it.
But I will say, I feel like it was, I don't know. I was going to say, I feel like it was harder to take care of me, like in high school, like in school, like in grade school. But then again, there wasn't much to do to take care of me because certain things were like, I don't have to worry about what am I going to eat tonight because my mom's going to cook. If she doesn't cook, she's going to take me to get food. If she doesn't take me to get food, I'm going to go to the store and get the food. You know, I have options. I don't have to worry about paying bills type stuff. There's not, like, my family's not really asking me to go get this, go do that because I'm in school. So they're not really putting that type of responsibility on me. But I will say, like, in the aspect of taking care of me as a teenager, like, making sure, like, I'm not getting peer pressured and, like, basically, like, making sure I'm good, like, not letting other people put me down type stuff.
Okay.
That's, I feel like, well, I don't know. I feel like that was the majority of what like high school was for me. Like,
Okay, based off that, I feel like I'm doing pretty good with that.
but like life, life, that was difficult. That was difficult. Cause I would say I was fighting depression most of the time, and I was just forcing myself to be happy, creating situations for me to be happy.
That's something that I can't even. I feel like I'm doing good. I feel like I'm doing good when it comes to um making time for myself, because if I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it.
Exactly.
So,
Point
yeah.
blank. Period. Why are you doing it if you don't want to do it? If they're not giving you the option, I ain't telling you to go be disrespectful,
But I would say, like, the things that I'm dedicated to,
mm-hmm.
if it say today or tomorrow at 4 in the morning, tomorrow 4 in the morning, tomorrow 4 in the morning. So
And yeah,
I
fine.
just need to work on, like, thinking, sorry, making sure, or actually accepting, because it happened to me a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it was yesterday. I don't know. But just making sure that I understand that I'm not Superwoman.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, we can't do.
and that's a part of
we can't
taking care of yourself, because once you put in too much weight on yourself, and you think you can do everything,
mm-hmm.
it gets hard to, like, when you see that you're falling behind, you're like, dang, I knew I couldn't do it.
A chance to breathe.
That's something that I'm trying to, like, take.
Give yourself a chance to breathe.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you just finna crash and burn.
Yeah.
You can't make it to the finish line if you don't give yourself a chance to breathe. If you don't catch your breath, if you don't pace yourself, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. So let's make sure we make it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
What else you got for me? What else you got for me?
Oh, so I'm interviewing you tonight?
What else you got for me?
Okay.
What else you got for me?
Okay, Miss Ma'am. Okay. All right, so we're going to touch on, if y'all was here last week, y'all know we did Is It Girl Code, right?
Mm-hmm. It's girl code.
Last week we did
Girl
Something
Code.
We Wish We Knew. Tonight we're going to do What Situation Would Change Girl Code.
Oof. That's hard. Oof. Got to dig deep. There's a lot of situations. Well, not a lot. There are some things. What situation
like
would change girl code?
If you lie to me about something major. Like, I was on TikTok. Yes, TikTok was giving me the tea. This girl, her best friend was pregnant, and her best friend basically said, "You're the godmother."
Mm-hmm.
Like, she did the gender reveal, the baby shower.
Mm-hmm.
After the baby was born,
Mm-hmm.
the mother of the baby blocked her on everything. And then she saw the friend at Walmart with the kid around 12, 13, looked just like her son. Looked just like her son. And then she asked her son's dad, and her son's dad was like, "Yeah, I thought she told you, because she told me you were the baby's mother, you were the baby's godmother. I thought she told you." I was like, what? Like, that's overstepping the girl code. That's
First of all,
I'm not defending you for anything. You didn't feel like
why
you had
are we
the
sharing? Y'all love to share. Wow. Don't share men. Don't share. I ain't gonna say boys because ill. But why are you sharing? Why? First of all, put yourself on a higher pedestal, because y'all just out here giving it to anybody and everybody, and you need to stop. You need to stop, because you need to treat yourself like the queen that you are, and you need to understand that everybody doesn't need to be getting that type of energy from you. You don't need
everybody.
You don't need to be giving that out until you're married, honestly. Because here's my thing. This is my point, and I stick beside it. I will say this forever until I die. How is he good enough to be a father but not good enough to be a husband? That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. How is he good enough to be a father but not good enough to be a husband? That makes no sense. That makes no sense to me. Like, that makes no sense. Oh my gosh, I saw something. They was like,
We on too much. We on our phone too much. We better TikTok.
Okay, I'm gonna say this,
times.
and we're gonna get off the topic. There was a lot. You know, I can't even say it. I can't even say it. I'll let it go.
Why?
It's grown folks talk.
Okay, never mind.
It's grown folks.
All
I can't
right.
even say it.
Next. I don't even know where to go from here.
Okay, but something that's
you still didn't give a situation though.
Okay. If all right, listen. Wait, I think you said this already. I was gonna say if we were like close friends, and like we were like close like besties, and like of course as besties you gonna end up sharing secrets. Don't be spilling those secrets. Don't be spilling those secrets.
Like it's between me and you.
Yeah, it's between me and you. Don't be spilling those secrets. Don't be
okay, so
but I will say if they did it once, they'll do it again. So watch out for that. If they didn't once, they'll do it again. So watch out for that. Don't go get them back and be like, "Oh, she told my secret, so I'm gonna tell hers." Don't even do it.
You are above that. Don't fight fire with fire. Like, yeah, you went ahead and you spilled all the beans. But as for me, I don't need to scoop down to your level. That's on you. You want to be that type of person? Go ahead, be that type of person. Karma got you. God got you. Matter of fact, that's on you. But I agree. Like, if it's between me and you, it's between me and you.
Especially if you're like close friends to the point where I called you my sister. You was at my house, Thanksgiving,
like
all that type of stuff. All that type of stuff. I feel like there's a different type of girl code if it's that, because you were
like, if we're just friends, every 2-3 days we talk. Every weekend we go out for drinks and we go watch a movie and this.
Ooh,
I mean,
Erica drinking?
No, I don't drink. I never said that. I never said that.
Play that back. She said if we going out for drinks.
I never said. I mean, I did say that, but it don't apply to me.
Okay, it's okay.
Okay. So
I'm
yeah,
coming for you.
Thank you. But yeah, that's basic friends girl code. And then if you in my house and you know my mother,
you have
and
no
you go
right
out
to
with
break
my
girl
mother,
code.
and you know you can call my mother. No,
you have no right to break girl code. You have no right to break girl code if you that close to me. If you are that close to me, you have no right to break girl code.
Yeah,
because at that point we're sisters.
It's like you have the same blood as me. Why? Just keep your mouth shut.
But I will say once somebody tries you and that's over with, you have no loyalty to them. You have no loyalty to them.
Yeah, the whole relationship is just differently.
Yeah. Ain't no more. I gotta respect girl code because.
I mean, it's no once it gets to that point, there's no reason to be friends anymore.
No.
If I can't have your back like you got my back, and you can't have my back like I have your back, I don't feel like we need to be friends anymore. I'm not gonna want to have a conversation with you after any of that.
You guys need to think about who your friends are because, baby, they don't got your back. They don't all have your back. Your mom is right. They're not all your friends.
Listen, my mom, what you think about her? I will go to my mom and let me know. Let me know. Like, be straight up. If you don't like her, let me know.
I didn't have
so
everybody
I could be
meet
careful.
My mom.
No, everybody doesn't meet my mom, but my mom is nosy. That's why she's nosy. Like, if she sees me talking to one person, if she see another person besides my best friend on my phone, Erica, who's Natasha? Who's Natasha? Or she just wants to know, but she'll never like want to go through the phone and all of that. She just want to know who's in my life.
Not gonna cap. I just introduced my mom to the friends that like she would let me go out with. So I could just say I'm going out with this person and that person, and she'd be like, okay.
Okay, then I was a good child then, because I never had to do that.
But I mostly did go out with them though.
I'm a good child. Like I mean, it's maybe because I don't really talk to nobody, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Stay like that.
We're not gonna talk about that.
All right. Well, to recap the night, hygiene is important.
Get bang.
More than once, please.
Wait.
If you're not comfortable having those conversations, get comfortable having those conversations.
Yeah.
Just start having those conversations. Okay? Talk to your mom, your sister, your cousin, your aunt, whoever, your grandma if you have to. Talk to somebody. You know, call your doctor, whatever it is. You know, they got televisit, so you can text your doctor or whatever the case may be. Talk to somebody about you. Like, if you have a question and you don't feel comfortable enough to go to your mom,
Don't go to Google first.
go to the school nurse.
Yeah.
Go to the school nurse.
Don't go to Google, though.
Go
You're
to
going to think you have
somebody.
cancer. Don't go to Google.
Go to somebody.
Go to somebody that you feel like knows, someone who has experience, someone who's not new to this. Don't go to your, like, if kids aren't really watching this, but yeah.
I mean, you could go to your friends, but are your friends adults? Are they more experienced than you? Do they really know what to do? Can they really get you the resources that you need to get? Like, go to somebody more responsible than your friends, okay? Because, yes, we have friends who are more responsible than us, but then again,
like,
please.
y'all have the mother of the group. You can go to the mother of the group.
You could talk.
Yeah,
you guys
go
could
talk
talk
to her.
about it, but you
maybe,
still need to go to somebody else, too. You still need to go to somebody else, too. Your friend group should not be raising you.
Yeah.
You guys should be growing up together, but they should not be raising you. Your friends should not be raising you, because who are they to raise you? Who? How? All right. So, hygiene, get on it. Get on it. Cycles, please be more cautious at that time. Please be more hygienic at that time. Please. Okay? Please. Please.
Your voice is killing me right now.
What?
Your voice is killing me.
They need to hear this. They need to hear this. We need to get on this. As, like, our job as women is to groom other women.
Amen.
To nurture other women. To
Amen.
make other women, you know, because we run this world.
Sure.
And we need it to continue. We need it to continue. We need it to continue. We need the queens to continue being queens for the princesses
that's coming.
You know, come on now. Come on now.
Y'all gotta be examples. So the question that I want to leave with you guys, what we want to leave with you guys, is, can I rely on myself to put myself first even when others don't? Make that the question of the week, of the month, of the year, because we be forgetting about ourselves. And I could say that for myself. I be forgetting about myself and thinking I could be superhero for everybody but myself. So, yeah. Can you really rely on yourself? And, like, every day, can you really, do you know that you're going to put yourself first? Do you know that you're going to, if it doesn't feel right, you're going to take yourself out of that situation? If it feels like something is sketchy, I'm going to leave. If am I going to put myself first in every situation?
And make it a full 360 question. Make it a full 360 question. Because some of the stuff she said, I could say yes, and some I could say no. And which is what, you know, we working on. Make it a full 360 question. Put that question in every aspect of your life, because then that's how you can really answer the question properly, to make sure that you're actually taking care of yourself, because you are important. It's your life. You are the star. It's your show. You know, be the queen that you are and let yourself blossom, but you have to take care of yourself to get to that point.
Yeah. And to remind you guys, you are beautiful, you are loved, you are chosen, you are amazing. Don't forget to put yourself first. Don't forget to love yourself. Don't forget to stay confident.
Drink your water, eat your fruits,
and mind your business.
Veggies, mind your business.
There we go.
You know, all that.
Yeah.
And spread love.
Of course.
Be the light in the world.
Amen. So we're going to say this little prayer to let you guys go have a great night. I know we let y'all off a little late, but these conversations
are really needed.
Yeah, are really needed.
I know y'all had fun with us.
Yeah, we had a nice laugh today. So I'm going to say the last prayer. Close your eyes if you're able to, whatever you can do. We're going to say this last prayer. Heavenly Father, we come before you to say thank you. We come before you to honor you. We thank you for your love, your mercy.